Osaka with your kids can be the highlight of your trip, or it could mean spending 40,000 yen while you wait in a 3-hour line with a toddler who's completely exhausted in the heat. Here's where most families go wrong. They don't choose bad places. Instead, they pick the right places for the wrong ages, and no one tells them what to skip. So, we're taking a different approach. We'll count down Osaka's 10 biggest kid stops, starting with the one you can probably skip and ending with the most important decision of your trip. Each stop is rated by your child's age, along with the honest details most people leave out. Welcome to the Itinerant Traveler. This is the honest 2026 version updated for Donkey Kong Country, app-only entry and current prices. Stick around for number 1, because that's where families tend to overspend and stress the most. We'll also answer the USJ Express Pass question once and for all. 2 things shape every decision. First, the heat. An Osaka summer can reach the high 30s, and kids often get tired by early afternoon. That's why we start with outdoor stops and always have an air-conditioned place ready. Second, there's a budget trap that catches almost everyone. If you're wondering whether the Osaka Amazing Pass is worth it, here's the catch. It does not cover Universal Studios or the JR train to Nara, so assuming it covers everything means paying twice. Also, watch out. The stop most families regret is in this countdown, and it's probably not the one you expect. Number 10. The 10% Ferris wheel. Is it worth it? We start the countdown with one we need to talk you out of. In the Osaka Bay area, the 10% Ferris wheel moves slowly and looks impressive over the water, making it tempting to promise your kids a ride. But if you're wondering if the 10% Ferris wheel is worth it, local parents are clear. Skip it. The line is long, the view isn't special, and it's best not to promise it in advance. As a quick note, the giant wheel that closed after a lightning strike is the Osaka wheel at Expo City, which is a different one. Of all the things to do in the Osaka Bay area, the 10% Ferris wheel is nice to look at, but it's easy to skip with young kids. Number 9. LEGOLAND Discovery Center Osaka, the ages 3 to 10 rule. Number 9 is also in the same Bay complex, the LEGOLAND Discovery Center Osaka, a bright indoor space with build stations, a 4D cinema, and a miniature Osaka made of bricks. But there's one rule that surprises many families, so know it before you go. It's only for kids aged 3 to 10, and adults can't enter without a child. Teen-only and adult-only groups are turned away. For little kids on a hot or rainy day, it's great. LEGOLAND Osaka is a bit young for toddlers, and teens will finish quickly, so it's really best for younger children. Number 8. teamLab Botanical Garden Osaka. Is it worth it with kids? This is the stop most families regret. After dark, teamLab Botanical Garden transforms Nagai Park with glowing orbs among real trees and ponds that change color when you touch them. In photos, it looks amazing. But before you buy teamLab Botanical Garden Osaka tickets, check the details. It's only open at night, completely outdoors, full of mosquitoes in summer, and the hours change a lot by season. Reviews are mixed. One parent even called it just some balloons and lights in a garden. For older kids who enjoy taking their time, it's magical. For toddlers out past bedtime, it often leads to a meltdown, so it's best to skip with young kids. Number 7. Osaka Castle with kids, park and playground. Number 7 is your pressure valve, Osaka Castle. The golden-trimmed keep rises from its moat above a large park, and that park is the real highlight for families. There are wide lawns and plenty of space for kids to run after a morning on crowded trains. When visiting Osaka Castle with kids, the grounds and the Osaka Castle playground are the main attractions, and the museum inside is optional. Better for older kids interested in samurai history. One warning, in August it's very sunny with little shade, so go early. The park is good for all ages, while the tower is best for older kids. Number 6. Kids Plaza Osaka, the best indoor playground for kids. At number 6, if your kids are little, this one might actually be better than Universal for them, and it costs much less. Kids Plaza Osaka is a hands-on children's museum with a giant rainbow-colored climbing structure at its center, and every exhibit is designed to be touched, pushed, and climbed on. As an outdoor playground for kids in Osaka, it's perfect for rainy or hot days. Here's a tip most reviews miss. You can re-enter on the same day from the 3rd floor, and Ogimachi Park is right next door, newly rebuilt with 3 types of slides. It's excellent for toddlers and little kids. Teens will be bored, so it's an easy skip for them. Number 5. Cup Noodles Museum, Osaka. Booking and reservations. Number 5 is the best value hour in the whole city. Just 20 minutes from Umeda, and general admission is completely free. At the Cup Noodles Museum in Ikeda, your child can create their own instant ramen from scratch, paint the cup, choose the soup, pick 4 toppings, and watch it get sealed in front of them. All of this costs about 500 yen with same-day numbered tickets. The one thing to plan ahead is the hands-on chicken ramen factory, which needs a Cup Noodles Museum Ikeda reservation well in advance. So sort out that Cup Noodles Museum Osaka booking before you fly. It's a real crowd pleaser for kids of all ages, and it's easy on your wallet. Quick summary. Kids Plaza and LEGOLAND are best for younger kids, and Cup Noodles is great for everyone. Now for the top 4, where your trip really comes together. Number 4. Dotonbori with kids, and the difference between day versus night. Number 4 is the Osaka you probably imagine, Dotonbori. The canal reflects neon lights, the giant Glico running man stands tall, and takoyaki is sold on every corner. Visiting Dotonbori with kids is all about timing. Go at dusk, not too late, because the honest truth about things to do in Dotonbori at night is that it gets loud, crowded, and difficult for strollers. The Glico sign usually turns off around 9, so don't leave it for last. Make it interactive by booking a takoyaki making session at the Konomon Museum. It's good for all ages, but one early evening is enough. Number 3. Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan. Tickets and stroller tips. Now for the top 3. Number 3 is your best choice for a hot day. The Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan, one of the largest in the world. It's designed as a single slow spiral that takes you from the 8th floor down around a central tank 3 stories deep, where a whale shark the size of a bus swims just inches from your kids' faces. Because it's one continuous ramp, the Osaka Aquarium is very stroller-friendly, fully indoors, and air-conditioned. Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan tickets vary in price, starting at around 2,700 yen. Here's a tip. Visit after 5 for sea at night. When the lights dim, the crowds thin out, and you might even get a stroller nap. It's great for every age, from toddlers to teens. No one regrets this stop. Number 2. Nara day trip from Osaka, and Deer Park safety with kids. Number 2 is the day your kids will remember even next year. A Nara day trip from Osaka. After a 45-minute train ride, you arrive at a park where over 1,000 deer roam freely, and they even bow. They lower their heads for a cracker, and seeing your child's reaction the first time is unforgettable. But safety at Nara Deer Park is essential because these are wild animals, and the number of bites is rising. Nara reported 35 deer attacks in the first 9 months of 2024, compared to just 5 the year before, with some serious enough for hospital visits. Here's what to do. Keep the crackers hidden behind your back. Bow, then hand one over right away. Don't tease or hold it up for a photo, or the herd will rush you. Let little kids feed only with your hand over theirs. Also, remember that your Amazing Pass doesn't cover the JR train to Nara. It's magical for all ages. Just keep the little ones close. Number 1. Universal Studios Japan and Super Nintendo World with kids. Is the Express Pass worth it in 2026? And number 1 is the stop that can make or break your budget, and it's probably the reason why many of you are watching. Universal Studios Japan and Super Nintendo World with kids. When you step through the warp pipe, the whole area is Mario-themed, with coin blocks overhead and, since December 2024, a Donkey Kong Country that's 70% bigger, featuring the Minecart Madness coaster. But before you get too excited, check the height requirements. The coaster needs riders to be at least 107 centimeters tall, and many rides have a 92 centimeter minimum. With the Sesame Street area closing in spring 2026, there'll be even fewer options for kids under 3. For toddlers, a full day here mostly means waiting in lines and watching. Now for the real question, is the USJ Express Pass worth it in 2026? With the 25th anniversary bringing record crowds, wait times can reach 3 to 4 hours. Last year, Minecart Madness had peak waits of over 200 minutes. One family with a 7-ride Express Pass saved more than 9 hours of standing in line. So, it depends on your child's age. For big kids and teens who want to ride everything, the Express Pass is worth the price. For a little kid who only wants Mario, skip the Express, visit midweek, get the free timed entry in the app, and use Child Swap, so one parent rides while the other waits with the baby, without having to line up again. Also, book online before you travel, since the ticket booths at the gate closed for good in 2025. So, that's your honest Osaka shortlist. Universal is worth it if your kids are old enough and you plan the Express Pass carefully. The Aquarium, Cup Noodles Museum, Kids Plaza, and Nara are great for almost any age. The Ferris wheels and teamLab with toddlers are the ones to skip. If you focus on these tips, you'll spend your money and your kids' patience where it really counts. Let us help you plan your next trip. Share your kids' ages in the comments and we'll suggest your top 3 stops. Until next time, safe and happy travels.